matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what's going on? It's time to get into our live Q&A, and today's live Q&A is sponsored by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com and use that code Raiders to save 20% off your balls. They're going to thank you. So how do you get on today's show? You use hashtag Raiders or you can super chat. First one is from Jeremy Cole. Shout out to my son Damien. He's had his high school graduation today. Jeremy, you want to get your son something special nice? Wait. You want to get your son something special, go to manscaped.com where you can save 20%. I ruined it. Let's go to Angus. Angus, famous Angus. Hey, Mitch, coming at you from Scotland. Bonjour. How much production does Malik Collins have this season? Do we resign him next year? So this season he's making, I believe it's like $6 million. If he can produce, right? I mean, he was a player when he first started playing with the Cowboys, was very productive. And I think Rod Marinelli knows that he can be that player. Do I think he comes back, though? Yes. I'm actually pretty confident that he does come back. Let's go to Trog Clan. What up, brother? Do you think the Raiders should trade Lamarcus Joyner? I'm going to say no because the value is not going to be there. We would probably want a third or second, maybe some of you would probably say we want a first-round pick for Joyner. The issue is when you look at what he did in 2019, you're not going to get a high draft pick, and you're going to get a player who's coming off one of his career worst years. Plus, we've already paid him a lot of money. So, best case scenario, he has a better year, he sticks on the team. Another scenario, he doesn't play well, we've already drafted his replacement in Amik Robertson. Let's go to Raider Joker, who's using hashtag Raiders, and there's a lot of questions coming in. So, again, the easiest way to kind of like jump the line is the super chat. Hey, Mitch, if we make it to the playoffs, what would you do? If the Raiders make it to the playoffs, how about this? I'll let you guys decide. If the Raiders make it to the playoffs, everyone who watches this video, you comment. If you have a cool idea, DM me. I've done beer challenges. I've done Edward 40 hands. Somebody asked me to do the hot things challenge or something like that. Hey, if the Raiders make the playoffs, we'll go crazy. It is Vegas after all. Let's go to Manny. Why didn't Maxx Crosby make the Pro Bowl? Why didn't Josh Jacobs win Offensive Rookie of the Year? You know, I remember a lot of people saying that the NFL hates the Raiders. I'm hoping that's not true, but for Maxx Crosby not to make the Pro Bowl, for Josh not to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, yeah, you guys tell me. All right, if you guys want a chance to win a free Maxx Crosby jersey, all you got to do is follow me on IG. I'm at MitchellRens365. So, I'm going to be announcing the winner on June 12th. It'll be live here on the Raiders Report. So you got about 10 days from the live show, or I don't know, maybe like 6 or 5 days if you see this a little bit later on in the week. So people who are now entered to win the jersey who just went and followed me, I got Antonio Cam925, Raiders 1, Mason _60, Alex _Zabala, and Stay G'd Up 54. Go give these guys a follow on IG. Continue to spread the show. Continue to spread the love of the nation. Let's go to Aaron. I need a drink, Aaron. Hang on. Do you think we will be Super Bowl contenders this year or the next? If I had to put money on it, I would probably say we're going to be more of a Super Bowl contender next year because, again, players continue to get into the system. It's another year with Mike Mayock, who continues to prove, in my opinion, that he's a very good GM. It's tough to make a Super Bowl run, I think, with so many young players. But if the 49ers can transform a team, it really comes down to your players that you added on free agency buying into your system, right? I mean, if all the players that we went out in free agency have good years, then sure. But if it doesn't work out, then no. But do I think we can be a Super Bowl contender? Absolutely. It's the NFL. Anything can happen any single year. So, Aaron, it's a good question. Continue to use hashtag Raiders, or you can super chat like Lupe. Mitch, would you trade Tyrell Williams for John Ross and a late round pick? It would be exciting to see two of the fastest receivers on the outside. So I would say no. And I understand that John Ross is super fast, and he set the NFL record 4.2240 at the combine. But Tyrell Williams is a much better, more complete receiver than John Ross. And then also, Ross has dealt with injuries. I know Williams was banged up last year, but his Liz Frank is a little bit more freakish, so I'm going to keep Tyrell. So let's go to L. Tiburon. If Carr goes down, do we make the playoffs? Honestly, I don't think so. I think what the Raiders did this entire offseason is really tried to build around Derek Carr's strengths. So if Carr goes down, I have a lot of confidence in Mariota. But hey, if Mariota is thrown in there and he can play the way that I know he can play, that would be great. And if Mariota can make up the $37.5 million, hey, that just means we're Super Bowl champs. Let's go to England is my city. Shout out where you're from. Carr winning the MVP. I say no for the simple reason that it's an NFL is a stat-based league. So we're going to be a run-first football team. And as much as I think Carr is going to have a good year, I've put my predictions on how many yards, touchdowns, and interceptions he's going to have before. So I'm going to say no. And England is my city. You got another question. People watching this buy Manscaped. I don't know what else I need to do in terms of reads, but if you guys want to go get the perfect package and save 20% off, if you don't want to listen to me, you can listen to England is my city, because this deal is bloody awesome, where you can save 20% off using code Raiders, the perfect package. It comes with the Lawnmower 3.0, the ball toner, ball deodorant, oh yeah, and the most comfortable boxers in the entire world. The boxers, by the way, in this traveling bag, they're free with the purchase. Plus, Father's Day, it is right around the corner. Go get your dad something nice, or if you're trying to become a dad, hey, the perfect package is going to make your package look extra perfect. Let's continue the show going here with Andrew Garcia. Who is your biggest sleeper heading into this year? My biggest sleeper. So a player that not a lot of people are really talking about. I don't want to say Amik Robertson, because every single person and their brother is talking about Amik Robertson. So I'm going to give a little bit of love to Foster Moreau, because I think with the Raiders running a 3 tight end set, I think he's actually going to be able to learn a lot from Jason Witten. And if he can get some more red zone looks, watch out for Foster Moreau for being really sneaky this year. And if you play fantasy, hey, don't be afraid to go out and get him. Let's go to Liam. What up, Liam? Should we look for another top quality running back for a 1-2 punch with Jacobs? Liam, was it you on Instagram that asked me, should we go out and get Leonard Fournette? The reason why I will say no to a player like a Leonard Fournette is I get that we're trying to have this 1-2 punch, but I think with a player like Lynn, you know, we have a receiving back with Jalen. We have Josh. Like, Josh is still going to be that main guy. So if something happens to Josh, maybe then you look to go another route, but the NFL has proven to me one thing. You can bring in other running backs where it's kind of a system. No offense to DeAndre Washington. He played pretty well for us last year, but he's nothing. He's an average at best running back. So at this current moment, no, I don't want to go out and add another running back. Let's go to Trog. Do you think the Raiders can beat the Chiefs? So in my predictions video, I did have the Chiefs winning both those football games, but again, football is a sport where any single team can win any single week. I mean, it's proven year in and year out. Like, how many people thought the Titans were going to beat the Ravens and the Patriots in the playoffs last year? Not many people. Last season, the Raiders at home against the Chiefs, they totally shut them down for 3 quarters. It was that one quarter that absolutely killed us. So can we beat the Chiefs? Yeah. We just need to bring our A game, and we need a few calls to go our way, to be honest. But can we beat them? Yeah, absolutely. Drog, appreciate the question. Let's go to a guy who needs to get a picture. All right, I think you mean we trade for Marshawn Lattimore for a first and a 4th. So I like Marshawn Lattimore. He's a good cornerback. I don't think the Saints make this move. But for a 1st and a 4th, I'm going to say no, because if we're going to make a big trade like this for a corner, I would rather go out and get like a Patrick Peterson, who's like 30 years old, who I don't think you'd have to spend a 1st-round pick on because he's a little bit older. He'd be an option. Or if we're going to go out and get a top corner, that to me means that we're not confident in Trayvon Mullen, we're not confident in Prince Amukamara, and we're not confident in Damon Arnett. And if all that's true, let's just wait next year until Jalen, Ramsey hits free agency and spend a little bit of money. So as you can see, when I started today's show, I was at 47,719 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 48K. I want to get to 48K subs. So if you can take the link you see below and send it to the biggest Raider fans, I would appreciate that, because my channel is actually getting blown away by the Cowboys report, and I want to prove that we have better fans than Cowboys fans. Also, I got a special Raiders report Friday, June 5th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I promise you, you're not going to want to miss it. And if you're like, tell me why, Mitch, you'll find out on Friday. I promise. That's all I can say. I can't give you too many details, but we've had a lot of shows. Heck, probably close to like 900 episodes here. I don't know the exact number. we're going to be doing something that I've never done before on any of the shows I've ever done. You don't want to miss it. Hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and set a calendar reminder for June 5th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. More questions coming in from Brian Darr. Do you think we win first home game? I saw your prediction video, but how do you really feel? How do I really feel? I put it in my video. That's how I really feel. That's why I do this show, to tell you how I really feel. So I think we beat Carolina. I think we match up pretty well with them. It's also first games for a lot of their new players. I mean, remember, they're missing like Luke Kuechly plus 11 players that hit free agency just on defense. And yes, they have a new quarterback, but that's still not going to be easy. Christian McCaffrey, he's the answer. Can we slow him down? That's going to be between winning and losing. Let's go to Solo Soso. Do you think our linebackers can be as good as we had with, oh boy. Guys, I am very excited, and I love the hashtags about Nick Kwiatkowski, and I'm very excited about Corey Littleton. But, you know, you're talking about, like, Raiders legends here, right? So I'm hoping it can work out. The NFL, though, is also a much different time. The NFL back, you know, with Romanowski, like, it was a linebacker league where you had to have big, tough linebackers to stop the running game. Now you have a little bit more versatility. Do I think that we can have a better linebacking core? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last season the Raiders linebackers didn't have a single sack or interception recorded. It was the first time in NFL, no, it was the first time since 2008 that an NFL team didn't have a linebacker to record a sack or an interception. We need more versatility. We are going to have it this year. Let's go to Jock Bryan. Mitch, F the Cowboys and FAB. If you're on board with Jock, subscribe to the Raiders Report, because the Cowboys Report is kicking my butt in terms of subscribers. So we did have a lot of questions come around here, and I appreciate everyone. If I missed your question, I'm sorry. You can DM me your question on Instagram. It's at MitchellRenz365. I know a lot have come through. And remember, after every live show, I do go check my DMs. Just remember, though, everyone, I love you. Thanks for watching the live show, and hit me up on IG at MitchellRenz365. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.